Ken Cuccinelli is the former deputy DHS secretary and Center for Renewing America senior fellow. Before we get to the cartels, Ken, this would never have happened at a normal functioning workplace. If someone on the staff sends the boss something that totally contradicts something that's happening, he doesn't go out there and continue to lie. He tells the truth, and he tells his boss the truth. But that didn't happen. What went wrong here?
No, it didn't happen. And Jesse, let me anticipate the excuse. He's going to say, well, I didn't see that email. I guarantee you, if the secretary is headed to a White House press conference and gets an email from their communications team 2.5 hours before, that email gets read by the secretary, not by somebody, not by his secretary, but by Secretary Mayorkas himself. I did more media for President Trump's administration than Mayorkas does. They don't let him out very often. I can tell you how this process works. And I anticipate that lie is coming, but I would be shocked if he had not read that before he went up and said everything you just showed the American people again. He lied through his teeth, and he threw the people he is responsible for, not just the American people, but the people who work for him and put their lives on the line, under the bus. And knowingly, it wasn't casual. He knew what he was doing when he did it. In my view, this is impeachable.
Yeah, absolutely.
It isn't the only impeachable act by him.
Yeah, this is one of many. Forget about the email thing. I mean, think about, just look at the border and talk about the border. I mean, the video we just showed, that's heavy artillery. These guys are tacked up. They're strapped up. This is expensive weaponry. Right. And this is just a hop, skip, and a jump from Texas, the United States. What do we need to do here?
Well, we need to take control of the border, and not Alejandro Mayorkas' secure border, but really secure it. And at the Center for Renewing America, we've put out an entire list of proposals about how to go after this problem, specifically with respect to the cartels. I mean, the video footage you were showing, very real. That looks like a war zone, not street crime.
Right.
And we believe America needs to have the strategy of taking back those parts of Mexico from the cartels and handing them over to the Mexican government. Realize, and a lot of Americans don't know this, the Mexican government does not control about a third of Mexico, and it has never controlled all of its territory. And we suffer in the United States for that, because these quasi-governmental entities, these cartels that run parts of Mexico and use terrorist tactics, use that control of territory to arm themselves, train themselves, their bases of operations. They run industries of making fentanyl, heroin, and so forth, and ship all of it into the United States, where they're killing over 100,000 Americans a year from our doorstep.
Yep. Yeah, we got to step it up, designate them terrorist organizations, and then make sure Alejandro never sets foot in the Department of Homeland Security ever again. Thank you so much, Ken.
Good to be with you, Jesse.